Hi everyone, this is daveac and this is my vblog 176 for Friday the 2nd of December 2011. And I'm 10 years younger than last week. It must be the wine. Yes, wine at the end in a vlog that lasts around 15 minutes where I tell you some of my weekly news, my podcasting, Doctor Who. Yes, we've got Doctor Who DVD this week, a bit of tech and other bits of news, and then we will have a wine at the end. And why do I feel 10 years younger? Well, last week I was showing my cards that I got sent because I was 65. But of course, I had a senior moment, didn't I? So let's admit it, I had a senior moment. Because it was episode 175 I was recording, I'd got the number 75 stuck in my head. So when I held the cards up, instead of saying 65, I said 75. Well, I'm not. I'm 10 years younger and I feel full of beans. In fact, I've got some proof that I am full of beans because this morning I had to go for a routine scan, one of these screening ones. It's what they're doing here in the UK to people of 65 and over. This main blood vessel that runs through your body, is it the aorta down the body? You have an ultrasound scan on it to see if it's dilated or swollen in any sense, because of course that can then be a signal that something more serious is developing. Well, that was fine for me this morning. Of course, I think I slightly upset the girl that was doing it because I made the crack and she must have heard it a million times. I said, you'll tell me if I'm having twins, won't you? And I got a rather sarky look off her that she must have heard that expression so many times. Be original, David. Anyway, here we are talking podcasting news first. Well, as I said, Podshock have put out their next podcast. Indeed, it is episode 261, and it was indeed about the Second Life panel we had, and that was when we were talking about the news that had come out that Doctor Who may move back to the big screen in about 3 years with a new movie. So the panel that was there was debating that, and you can listen to that now at podshock.net or on iTunes, and I was one of the panel there with, of course, Lewis in the chair. But of course, the other podcasting news is the Cult Collective. On the Sunday the 27th of November, we did our episode 128th live episode. We've done 239 episodes in all up to now, but this was Invasion. We were talking about books, films and TV series where the Earth is being invaded. And that went about an hour and 40 minutes. I hope you will give that a listen. It's on iTunes, on our Facebook fan page, the Cultum Collective fan page, or indeed from cultum.com. And in fact, it must have been good because Film Night here in the UK on the BBC, Film Night 2011, mentioned a couple of the films that we talked about, The Thing and They Live. So I tweeted about that during the week. Well, anyway, we put up another of our commentaries. We're doing, remember, Series 1 of Life on Mars, the UK edition, and we've put up number 7, episode 7. One more. Series was only 8 long. And funnily enough, I got a tweet from a daughter who said that her and her partner were watching Series 1 of Life on Mars. And of course, I tweeted back, well, I hope you're listening to the Cult and Collective commentaries. Whether she will or not, I don't know, but I hope you will. And anyway, this Sunday, which is the 4th of December, on TalkShoe ID 54821 at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be talking about If You Were to Go Evil. And the idea of this, just let me pause that video a minute. The idea of this is that if you had a secret soft spot for screen baddies, either not to be actually really baddy, but maybe actually play that part in a film. Would you like to be Magneto, the Green Goblin, or Moriarty? It doesn't have to be science fiction. So, if you were to go evil, who would you like to be? Hope you will enjoy that. Okay, before I go to the Doctor Who DVD, just mention a couple of things. One is that Mike Randall Thor tweeted about, and that is that that YouTube are rolling out their new look pages. And indeed mine's gone to the new look, and I spent some time yesterday just tweaking the settings. It looks a little bit more professional, I think. My particular YouTube page is www.youtube.com/user/DAC100. Hope you'll give that a visit. Just going to mention one more thing, which is a bit of tech, and that is if you have a PlayStation 3, it's had a rather disappointing update. We've been on version 3 for a long time, we have version 3.5, and 3.6, 3.7 and so on. But it's actually moved up a whole new number to version 4. Therefore, a lot of people were thinking this was going to be a really big update with lots of new features. But apparently, the main thing is to make it work and talk with the new PlayStation Vita. And so if you haven't got one of those, well, you haven't got them yet, but if you're not thinking of getting those, there's not going to be an awful lot in this software update to get more out of your PlayStation 3. So just think on about that. Okay, just two more things I want to mention that are sort of a little bit random as we go to the DVD. One is to say that please check out the DoctorWhoNews.net page. There's absolutely tons of stuff going on there as we get and build up to Christmas. And one more thing, I'm trying to wait till this video gets to the right place because I've been pausing it and it's stuttering like mad, so I've let it play. And that is, although I drink wine on this podcast, I don't want people here think that I'm promoting people to drink, because here in the UK, in the northeast of England, there's been a great increase on people having problems with their liver, cirrhosis of the liver. Not at my age, not at 50, but at 30 and even 20 years of age. So please think about that when you see me talking about wines. Okay, we're going to go, and hopefully this video is going to play. We're on episode 1 of Spearhead in Space, and the Brigadier is meeting Liz Shaw for the first time.
How I feel doesn't matter.
We need your help, Miss Shaw.
I'm just not interested in security work.
Security?
Producing invisible ink, that sort of thing.
We're not exactly spies here at you.
Liz Shaw, of course, played by Carolyn John.
Exactly.
We deal with the odd, the unexplained, and living on Earth, or even beyond.
Oh, don't pause for me. Keep going. Please don't stop.
Little blue men with 3 heads.
10 tons of alien material drift from space and land on this planet every day.
And do no harm to anyone.
Early this morning, a shower of about 50 meteorites landed in Essex.
Landed. Most meteorites don't even reach the Earth's surface. They usually burn up in the atmosphere.
These didn't. These particular meteorites came down for...
I'd have to stop it there because it does annoy me. I set that up, and this is about the 3rd time I've done my vblog, because every time I've gone to the video, it's caused more than that. So I'm going to carry on running now, and apologies to those people. But I can already say, and I will be going back to this DVD to do some of the special features, it's a must-buy one. Whether you buy it in the box set or buy it separately. It first aired the story between the 3rd and the 24th of January 1970, but because of a dispute that was happening, most of it was done on film, so it looks very good indeed. And of course, being the first story of John Pertwee playing the 3rd Doctor. Great DVD. Okay, I'm ready for my wine because I've got to finish in 15 minutes. Before I show you the wine I'm drinking today, I just want to mention that on my Big and Fruity Wine podcast, the one I do on every Tuesday at 5 PM Eastern Standard Time on Torture ID 112272, I was talking about Beaujolais Nouveau, but I couldn't find a bottle of it. So I had this to drink on the show. It's French, it's a Beaujolais, but it's Beaujolais Villages 2010. That means it's from the previous harvest, 12.5%, £5.40, that's about $8. But I'm just showing it here because it was really, really nice. And that was from Asda, as I say, for £5.40. Very easy, soft, fruity drink. Lovely. But today, going to one of my favourite grapes, it's a Zinfandel. And here we have it. It's Pepperwood Grove, Old Vine Zinfandel, California, 2008. Freeze frame it, and I'm going to read that because I've already tasted it. Medium-bodied Old Vine Zinfandel, packed with layers of jammy fruit. The ripe black cherry and raspberry flavours are backed by the black pepper and cinnamon spices, which finish with rich French oak and vanilla. And why am I saying that? Because it's nearly 11 o'clock at night, and I've already had a couple of glasses. This is my third attempt at doing the vblog with that blooming thing. It's not the DVD, by the way. The DVD plays faultlessly on my main machine. It's just hanging a bit on that old computer. Let's have a smell. Ooh, and we're getting lots of jammy fruit there. Lots of rich jammy fruit. There's almost a heat coming off it. Ooh, that's nice. That is lovely. Zinfandel is a beautiful one. If you like your soft and mellow wines, then go something like the Beaujolais. But if you like a big, powerful wine that can stand that oak, that can get that vanilla in it, there's almost a licorice edge to it as well. That is very, very nice indeed. Well, of course, this was dearer. This was an £8 wine. So what's that? $13, $13, and from California. So if you're in America, you should be able to get it. Pepperwood Grove Old Vine Zinfandel. That is really very nice indeed. So let me just, with a little caution, remember, I mean, these people are having liver problems at such a young age. I mean, there was one woman that apparently from a very young age she was drinking 2 or 3 bottles of wine a day. So, I mean, and it's the age at which these people are starting to drink that is causing them problems, only 10 or 15 years down the line. So if you are going to drink, please drink sensibly. But this is very nice indeed, and I'm going to finish a little bit early because I've been so keen to keep under that 15 minutes. Lovely. With that, this is daveac saying, I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you'll come back next week and we'll find out a little bit more about Spearhead from Space. But I can already say I recommend you buy it if you can find it. Bye-bye, everyone.